What is going on, YouTube? I am Mimic Souls, and today I am going to do a video on how we can improve the ecosystem in Wuthering Waves. Recently come to my attention that the Wuthering Waves ecosystem has left a little bit to be desired, as a lot of us who have reached Union level 30 and Databank level 15 have come to realize that leveling up echoes, well, it's not the easiest. So leveling up echoes takes a shitload of XP, but unfortunately the only way to get those is tacit fields. Right now, tacit fields are known to drop only about 2 gold and 7 purple maximum, give or take. So, me and my chat today, earlier at twitch.tv/MimicSouls, came up with a solution that would help optimize the system and improve upon it. So, we did the math for everything, for the most part, the basic, bare bones math. So, some things to note before we get into how we can improve the ecosystem is you can farm 250 echoes max per day, okay? This has been tested by multiple people. And another thing to note is echoes are free to farm. So you can get echoes with the right substats, you just have to get lucky and it takes some time. Another thing is that it is 143,000 XP to max 1 echo. This is where the problem lies. In as if you're doing tacit fields at our current level, right, at soul level 4, you are not getting a whole lot of resources to level up echoes when you're also building other units. And ideally you want to have about 9 characters, because I'm pretty sure you need 3 teams for Tower of Adversity. Okay, so given that, me and my chat, we came up with the ideas on how we can improve the ecosystem, and what we found out, what we considered the most, is you need to increase the rewards for tacit fields or fix the wave plate to rewards ratio. So what do I mean by that? I mean the reward to rate the wave plate to rewards ratio is very, very bad right now. It is 60 wave plates for 2 gold and 7 purple, give or take. Apparently, most people can get, sometimes you can only get 1 gold. So, as of now, that is not very good. So one thing you could do is you could reduce it to 40 wave plates and keep the rate, right? Or if you're going to keep it 60, you could make it go from 2 gold to 7 purple to 3 gold experiences and 12 purple. However, this is only if the wave plate stays at 60. So, what does this mean? It means that we increase the rewards by 1.5 times their current amount. So, by doing that, you take the 2-day time limit, right? It takes 2 days to level up 1 echo. If you do this, it'll take 1 day to level up 1 5-star echo. You get 39,000 experience per run, 156,000 experience per day, and it only takes 1 day per echo, meaning it takes a maximum of 5 days to max out a character's echoes, right? Moving on, how can we build upon this system? Another member of my chat, who you guys have met before if you watched the previous Commandants cast, Kazuki Raiko. He came up with an idea, and then we built upon that. So this is mostly his work, the second idea. However, you're gonna have a lot of unused echoes sitting in your inventory, right? As we all know, we have a lot of unused echoes just sitting around in our inventories. We don't know what to do with them, except maybe try and just keep recycling 5 of them to get a newer, better echo. That works in theory, but that only works for so much. So what we came up with is you can scrap 50 echoes for some form of in-game currency to do 1 substat reroll with a max of 5 rerolls per day. So, if you do the math, you can farm 250 echoes per day, and you can get 50 echoes for 1 reroll on your substats. So this is more about min-maxing an echo, you know, for the really unlucky or the really dedicated who are farming echoes like 250 a day. They just keep getting all these echoes. They don't know what to do with them. They can scrap their echoes and they have somewhere they can put them. say they have a near perfect piece, they could re-roll one of the substats and make it perfect. Obviously, there's still a bit of randomness to it to keep the RNG and everything, but you get what I'm saying. So you keep the cap at 250 per day, and you can only do 5 per day with an in-game limit of 5 per day. Okay, do not allow players to go over that. That way, you still keep the balance of the game. So you can re-roll 5 stats. Still, they're not guaranteed, but by doing this, you can improve the quality of life on the ecosystem. So you can choose to between spend currency on your re-rolling stuff, whatever in-game item would let you re-roll a substat, or premium tuners, which are those gold tuners that you use for 5-star echoes to get your substat options. Because I've heard later on in the game, right now I have an abundance of them, but I heard later on they become very rare. I'm not sure the validity of this, but apparently they do become harder to get once you start leveling up more and more echoes. So that is another thought to have. That way you can choose, if you don't want to reroll, you can always just go for premium tuners. So only purple and gold give the currency. What do I mean by this? It means if you're trying to sacrifice your 3 stars, your 2 stars, you're not going to get the currency. It has to be gold or purple, but they give a set amount of currency. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio, right? 1-to-1 for whatever the in-game currency would be. Now, and we just covered that. So spend 250. So this was my contribution to the idea, which is another thing that you could also do, is you could spend 250 to get 1 guaranteed echo main stat. So you get an echo of your choice with a main stat. So I think this is very good for those of us who are trying to get a main stat. No matter what, you just cannot get the stat, and you want that main stat, right? Or say you have good substats. You know, being able to roll to get a main guaranteed stat of your choice for 250, I think that's a pretty good deal. However, we cap that at an in-game limit of 1 per week, as so you can't just go every day and guarantee 5 main stats for 5 days, right? So you can only do it once per week, but you can guarantee a perfect main stat. Now, another thing to note, you should also, if this was implemented, right? If this idea was implemented, another thing to spend currency on would be more EXP mats in the shop, for example. So like 10 gold and 35 purple, right? And these are weekly shop refreshes. So say you don't want to do the substats, say you're not interested in the main stat, you could get a little bit more XP weekly to help with the farming. So this is what me and my chat came up with. You guys should let me know in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts on this system? Do you think it was a good idea? Do you think it was a bad idea? Do I suck at explaining this? The answer is yes. Yes, I did. And give us your honest thoughts. How can we improve the system from its current state? Or are you satisfied with the current system? Yo, let me know in the comment section down below. And remember to follow me at twitch.tv/MimicSouls, where I stream almost every single day. And like and subscribe if you like this kind of content and want to see more. And until next time, guys, take care.